Good morning, students. We are in the chapter 5 Python variables and operators. Last class we have seen tokens. In tokens we have seen identifiers and keywords. Today we are going to see about operators. So operators are special symbols which represent computations, conditional matching and etc. So there are types of operators: arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators and conditional operators. Already we have seen in C++. So little bit changes are here in Python language. Let's see one by one. These operators are known as arithmetic operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponent and floor division. So look at the symbols. Already we have known that plus and minus for addition and subtraction, asterisk symbol for multiplication, slash symbol for division and percentage symbol for modulus. Have you all remember that why do we use modulus symbol? To find a remainder, we have to use modulus symbol. The division symbol, we have to get the quotient alone. If you want to get remainder, we have to use this modulus symbol. And then double asterisk for exponent. That means to find the power, we have to use double asterisk symbol. Next, double slashes. That is known as floor division. That means the quotient will be printed the integer part alone, not a fractional part. Fractional means point numbers. So in the division, look at the example 10.0. So the quotient will be printed with the floating point numbers. But in the floor division, we can get only the integer part. That means without the point, we will get the whole number as an output. Is it clear? Now we are going to see about relational operator. Double equal to, and then greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. So these are the relational operators. So look at not equal to symbol, exclamatory mark and equal to symbol. That is known as not equal to. These operators also known as comparative operators. Let's see the example. The output for relational operator prints Boolean type. Do you know what is Boolean type? That means the output will be either true or false. That is known as Boolean type answers. So the relational operator only give Boolean type answers. If the condition is true, it prints true. If the condition is false, it prints false as an output. So look at the example. We are assigning the value 100 to A and 35 to B. Now look at the example. A double equal to B. It is not true, so it returns the answer as false. Likewise, assign the values for the variables and verify the answers. So these relational operators are known as comparative operators. Now we are going to see about logical operators, or, and, not. So these are called logical operators. In relational operators, we just check single condition. But in a logical operators, we can check multiple conditions through these logical operators. Have you all remember about logical operators that we have studied in C++? That is the same one here in Python. Look at the example. A equal to 97, B equal to 35. What is the operation for OR? If any one of the condition is true, the output will be true. If the both condition are false, it prints false. Otherwise, the output will be true. And it prints true when all the conditions are true. Otherwise, it prints false. Not. If the condition is true, it prints false. If the condition is false, it prints true. Are you clear? Have you remembered logical operations? Look at the example. 95 greater than 35. The condition is true. Or 97 equal to 35. So in these conditions, one is true, another is false. In OR operation, if any one of the condition is true, it prints the result as true. So it prints the result true. Is it clear? Next, see the AND. 97 greater than 35. It is true. And 97 equal to 0. It is false. In AND operation, both conditions must be true. Then only the output will be true. Otherwise, the output will be false. So here, one condition is true, another condition is false. So it prints the result as false. And look at the NOT. 97 greater than 35. The condition is true. So it prints false as a result. Have you all clear about logical operators? Let's see about assignment operator. Assignment operator used to assign values to a variables. So the equal symbol is known as assignment operator. Double equal to symbol is known as equal to operators. Are you clear? So in this assignment operator, x equal to 10. The value 10 is now assigned to the variable x. It is the help of this operator. Next, see the remaining assignment operators. They are plus equal to, minus equal to, asterisk equal to, slash equal to, and modulus equal to, double asterisk equal to, double slash equal to. So we have seen about arithmetic operators. The equal to symbol also conjoined with all arithmetic operators. They are known as assignment operators. That means plus equal to means a plus equal to 5 means a equal to a plus 5. Is it clear? Look at the example. Value of x is 10. We are assigning x plus equal to 20. That means x equal to x plus 20. Value of x is 10 plus 20 is 30. Now 30 is assigned to the value of variable x. Is it clear? Like that all assignment operators works. Asterisk equal to, that means x asterisk equal to 5. That means x equal to x asterisk 5. The value of x is 10. 10 asterisk 5 means 10 into 5, 50. So now 50 will be assigned to the variable x. Is it clear? This is known as assignment operators. Finally, we are going to see about conditional operator. This operator also known as ternary operator. Have you all remember what is ternary operator? Ternary means it requires 3 operands. So this operator is known as conditional operator. In C++, we use conditional operator symbol as question mark and colon. In Python, we use different operator. Let's see with an example. So this conditional operator is a single line condition instead of if-else control structure. Look at the syntax for conditional operator. First we have to say variable name, then use assignment operator, then give the value if the condition is true, that is known as on true. Then use the keyword if, then give the condition, that is known as test expression here. Then use else keyword, then give the value for the false statement. Look at the example. So now the name of the variable is min. The true value is 50. If is a keyword. Now the condition is 49 less than 50. It is true or false? It is true. Then write the keyword else. Then assign the value for false condition. The condition is true, so it assign the value before if, that is 50. Look at the hash symbol. How do we use hash symbol? We have seen for a comment line. So this comment line say the user that the value of min will be 50. This comment line doesn't print. It helps the user to understand the statement. Is it clear? Look at the next example. Min equal to 50 if 49 greater than 50 else 70. That means if the condition is true, the value before if will be assigned to the variable min. Otherwise, the value after else will be assigned to the variable min. Now the condition is false, so the value after else will be assigned to min. Now the value of min is 70. So this hash symbol is a comment line. It says the result for this conditional operator. It doesn't print anything. Is it clear? We have to give the true value, then place if keyword, then give a condition. After that put else keyword, then give a false value. The condition is true, it assign the value before if. If the condition is false, it assign the value after else. This operator is known as conditional operator. It requires 3 operands. So 50 is considered as one operand. The condition is another operand. The value 70 is one more operand. So totally there are 3 operands used for this conditional operator. So it is called ternary operator. Is it clear? So far we have seen about operators. Remainings in token we will see in the next video. Thank you students.